All right, Joe, thank you so much for taking some time out of your busy day to join me for this testimonial call. As with everybody that comes on these calls, you're a loan officer and you serve your market. So if there's an agent looking for a loan officer that you serve, can you tell everybody your full name and what market you're serving?
Hey Joseph, thanks for having me. My name is Joe Darilis. I'm with Nixa Mortgage, and I serve the Florida, Georgia, Texas, North Carolina, Kansas, and soon New Jersey. So I serve those markets, but primarily I'm located in Florida.
Okay, awesome. So if you're an agent in those markets, I can't remember all of them because that's a lot of markets, and I'm sure you'll have a lot more in 2023.
Right.
And you're looking for somebody to support you who knows a lot about lending and a lot about serving people. You just go check his Facebook, and you'll see that. And feel free to reach out to Joe. Um, well, awesome, Joe. So I'm going to start off. I have my questions listed here as I always do. I have a sequence that I go through just to make sure everybody has knows the way we do things, and then they can, as far as agents and loan officers watching these videos, will be able to just be able to see. I ask everybody the same questions. That way, there's like no gimmicks or anything to what we do. Um, so our first question we have here was, what was one of the problems you were trying to solve in your mortgage business prior to joining our, we call it 100K Accelerator for agents, but really it's realtor recruiting for loan officers. What was the problem you're trying to solve for?
Yeah. So the main problem I was trying to solve is simply just creating more realtor partnerships. And being a brand new LO in the industry, you kind of need to kind of build a reputation before you can have some of those partnerships really come to you. But going out on the on the offense, to kind of get those relationships started. Um, I thought this program would definitely help with that, and it did.
Awesome. And with that being said, as far as being a part of the accelerator, what was one of the things that helped you decide to join our program? Because obviously, as loan officers and me as a realtor, there's programs that are thrown at us every day, right? Like we could spend money forever if we had it. What was one of the reasons that you decided to join our program, maybe versus something else that's come across your desk?
I thought the fact that it's something that could add value to the realtors. Really, anything marketing is good, but I guess I would say one of the things is just having seen different programs that you've had in the past and know that they work and have worked, and just figured that the realtors could benefit from the program. Um, but also the fact that as a loan officer now, I could bring something of value first before establishing that relationship with the realtor,
Mm-hmm.
is different than what they're used to. So you know that was a key factor in deciding to do the program altogether.
Awesome. Yeah, I think a lot of people, whenever they're as a loan officer and as a real estate agent, we're trying to fill each other out. Like, what is this person going to give me? What is that person going to give me? And so, whenever you come through the
Right.
door and you're like, "Yo, I got this to offer," I think it makes a huge difference in how people receive your message, right? And anything
Hmm.
else you send beyond that, right? And that relationship is just fortified a lot faster. Um,
Yeah.
awesome. And then the next question is, as a result of implementing some of the actions or allowing us to help you recruit some of your agents, what are some of the things that you've gotten, whether it's serious conversations with agents, transactions with agents, anything like that? What does that look like so far?
Yeah, so definitely serious conversations. Even some new friends, friendships have started. Of course, the main thing is it's business, and
Mm-hmm.
on that end, I've had multiple. I think my first group had 9 or 10 agents. I've had four of them so far have sent me leads, and I would say I think I have close to 9 leads that I'm actively working with. Three or four of them are under contract currently.
Wonderful.
So yeah, and they've got more leads and more opportunities, for us to work out over the next couple of weeks and months.
That's fantastic, man. I mean, listen, it's interesting, right? Whenever we start bringing this different value, and I think it also helps your personality, right? Because one, I've seen a
Right.
lot of your stuff over the years, and how funny you post things, and I think you're also down to business when it's business time. And so I
Right.
think some loan officers could probably take some notes from you, because the way you've gotten your agents to interact and give you business is different than a lot of loan officers we work with. Not to say they're not successful, but the way that you've brought them in so fast and they want to send you business is really remarkable. I'm just going to be honest with you. We might have to do a
Yeah.
training together where you train them up front, right? It's like this is the next evolution of how we do this stuff. So
Yeah.
awesome. Kudos to you.
Thank
Um,
you.
and then, as we move forward through this, because I think we're on the second phase, which is like a month and a half in. Where do you see your business going? With some of the stuff that we're working with at the moment and moving forward, right? Because as we continue to recruit for you, we're going to continue to recruit, successful agents, agents that are new. Where do you think your business can go through this program?
Um, I think it's gonna get to the point where I would say 60, 75% of my business will be coming from realtor partners, which is I think before I before this program, I would say I was kind of pride myself in generating my own business, but
Hmm.
there's nothing like getting a referral.
Yeah,
There's no real upfront sweat equity in there, or even marketing dollars behind it. It's just a referral from a partner of yours, and then you just from there just you get into the closing table. So I think
yeah.
getting getting my business to where most of my business is coming from referrals is going to be pretty awesome.
That would be fantastic, because your objections that you get from people are a lot different. It's like, oh, you know this person, they trust you, I trust you. It's not like, oh, I got to figure out who Joe is, and Joe's got to be able to do this thing for me. It's like, here's this
Right.
person, treat them right, get them to a closing table. Um, that's fantastic.
Yep.
The other interesting thing that I want to say really quick about that is, I think there's a lot of talk in the industry right now where loan officers, not just not talking about you, just in general, there's an ego there, right? Of I can do my own business, I can do this myself. I don't care what's happening in the market. It's all me, all the time. I'm not relying on anybody. But reality is, and this is not knocking agents or anything like that, but if you teach agents the right way and you treat them the right way, they're going to go out there and work for you, right? That's
Right.
really what it is, and they're going to bring you business. So again, just major kudos to you and treating your agents right and bringing them in and letting them be a part of this, and them doing the work too, right? Because it takes them to do that work.
Right.
Awesome. And then the final question that I have here is, if there's a realtor or loan officer who's watching this, what would you say to them? Right, because agents can come in for free if they have a loan officer sponsor. So if a loan officer is thinking about sponsoring some agents and they're on the fence about joining us, what would you say to them about the program?
Um, I would say really it's an opportunity to kind of just differentiate yourself from the crowd. Agents are being bombarded every day, phone calls, emails, texts from loan officers. With this program, you have an opportunity to bring something different, bring value to them, and you can do it for new agents, experienced agents, or maybe an agent that you're kind of courting, or maybe a big time agent you want to kind of get on board with, even if they don't necessarily come into the program, but just bringing them that offer is gonna speak volume to them, and you more than likely will get that relationship, because you're not just coming to take, you're giving first.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I think that's huge.
Yeah, yeah. It's I think even for us, right? Like as we started building this program, I think we've been connected for years and done different things together. My motto is always help others, right? If we can't
Yeah.
serve you, then we try to give money back, right? Like, okay, this we couldn't do this thing, and I think as a loan officer, you're coming to the table and saying, I'm trying to help you grow, right? This is what I have to offer you. Please receive it, and then in
Hmm.
return, later on, I'll receive something, hopefully. And so I think that's really big. And even the way we're building it now, we're trying to help loan officers get agents first before they even really pay us the bulk of what they need to pay us to be a part of the program. And so, yeah, I think that speaks volumes to, I think people who join this have very similar personalities, right? We're all trying to
Yeah.
serve people, and the money's going to follow
Right.
that.
Right.
Well, fantastic, man. I appreciate your time. I hope that we get you to that 60 to 70% of your business as agents, because then you can
Yes.
sit back and relax a little bit and
Yeah.
let the deal come to the table. But I
Absolutely.
appreciate your time, man.
My pleasure.
All right.